Alright, and we are back with another episode of Masochist, and unlike usual, we are in the main screen now. This is because recently the Duelist Cup has started, like yesterday? I don't actually know. And as is tradition when the Duelist Cup starts, because this happened quite a few times, because of the ranks we got in the previous season, we got some Duelist levels, including 5 of those packs. And I have done this before, and I will keep doing this. We are going to open these 5 packs. As usual, I don't think there's anything crazy in here for us. There's like a bunch of Gem Knight stuff, a few normal monsters. You know, it's like Gem Knight. I mean, Yamata Dragon. It's nothing crazy, but you know, another Decode Talker might be nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These packs are really weird. You often get like super rares and stuff, and I mean, Ancient Pixie Dragon, Dandy White Lion. I don't even know what they do. They might be useful. Ningirsu might be useful. I would have to check, but I don't think these packs will change much. But I do want to open them, so let's just go ahead and do that. Well, maybe I was wrong with the higher rarity stuff. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, I do this because basically we earned them by gaining a specific rank in ranked, which is basically the goal from this series, right? And they are not too impactful, so I don't really feel bad. Oh, we got a Ningirsu actually. It's a World Chalice card. I think most of the World Chalice stuff we do have is from the starter deck, which you can't use. This, however, is maybe decent. I was talking in the last episode because we got Materiactor Exoraptor. And that needs a level 3 normal monster. And I don't know if we have any that are not from the starter deck. Now, this is one. It's a Gem Knight, but, you know. It's a rock, which would be an extra type. Another upgrade. Man, these packs treat us better than master packs, let's be honest. Gentlemander and VLAN Hydra. Link rating. Interesting. That's an interesting effect. I don't think we can facilitate that very well. That is not that interesting, actually. We can special summon it, but then it just gets destroyed. So it's just like a worse Manko for us. Razor Lizard. It looks ridiculous. It's a reptile card, and Gem Turtle is a Gem Knight card, which we can't really use because we don't have that many Gem Knights. A lot of them are solo mode cards. Well, not a lot of them, but a few of them are. And more Gem Knights and Radiant Spirit. This is going to destroy balance on the ground, destroy face down and non-light monsters. But this is a level 7. So. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, really, like I thought. Ningirsu is technically interesting, but without all the World Chalice stuff, not really useful. VLAN Hydra, we are not really link climbing all that much. And this is also link 3, and then we need to, like, is this link 3 or lower, right? Yeah. It kind of makes it easier to get into like a link 4 or link 5. But we don't, I mean, we have Griffin, I guess, and Tempest. But for Tempest, I'm pretty sure we need like more cyber stuff. This might be decent for the cybers stuff we do have. And the whole Gem Knight stuff, it's just, we can't really do anything with that. Yeah. So I just wanted to open these packs. I'll go into the deck real quick. There's not much to go over, really. I haven't changed the deck yet, so I wanted to open these first, but from what I remember, I don't think there's much that will actually change. But I'll still go over it for a little bit, and then we go into the duels. See you in the deck. Okay, and here we are in the deck. As I said before, not much has changed. I added Gem Knight Lapis and Exaraptor. We actually had a lot of normal 3s. Most of them were cards we got from winning duels, like you know, the random cards you get at the end sometimes. We got a lot of level 3s from that, but I added Lapis because it is a rock monster, which is a type we don't really have. So this allows us to get not only faster rank 3s on the board, but also, in theory, I can reveal Exaraptor, discard another monster, special summon Exaraptor, grab Lapis, normal summon Lapis, make a rank 3 or link 2, and then if I can, you know, for example, detach for a specific effect or something and don't need it, or, you know, the situation requires it, I have enough material on field and graveyard to make an Eschatos. Because Exaraptor is a dragon, Lapis is a rock, and those are two types we don't have that much. Also, Exaraptor being a dragon means that if we ever want to go into the Mud Dragon stuff again, Exaraptor is actually a really good choice, because we can make Mud Dragon and then also special summon Exaraptor using that. Like if we have a monster in hand, any level 3 tuner for example, we can basically, if we have a level 3 tuner, we can special summon, we can use Exaraptor, special summon Exaraptor, search Lapis, summon Lapis, make Mud Ring, then we have Exaraptor and the Mud Ring on field, and then can go into Tyrant Ring. This obviously requires another level 3 we can summon. We can either special summon or, you know, have on the field, and that is a tuner, because Lapis is of course not a tuner. I also checked what other Gem Knights we have, but unfortunately, we have we have a few fusions. We have particle fusion that we can use to fuse a Gem Knight, but like half of them are Geminis. It's a little strange, and the fusions we do have are actually not that great. So there's no chance I'll put a small package of that anywhere near the stack. It's bricky enough in some cases. Also, I did remove the Bujingi card again, Hashima, to add Zenmaity, because we still have Juggler, and Zenmaity can actually search Juggler from deck, which pretty much does almost the same for us than Hashima does in most cases. The advantage of Hashima would obviously be to destroy a spell and trap card if we detach from our Xyz monster, while Juggler can destroy an opponent's monster. And is more damage on the field if we don't need the effect. Also, we don't have to... I don't have to play around the link arrows, which I'm awesome at. Yeah, but that's the deck. And fair warning, this might be a pretty short episode, dueling and pack-wise, because I'll be honest, my last week got basically, like my free time got basically consumed by Borderlands 4. So I don't really have that much time to record before the next episode is supposed to go up. So who knows how this will go. I have a bit of time today, so we'll see. With some luck, all of the decent Duelists players are in the Duelist Cup that is going on right now. We'll see. Let's get into the first one. Debunk and lose one turn. And Book of Moon. And Juggler. That's pretty good. To stop our opponent. Maybe. It's always kind of a gamble, of course. But we've had worse hands and won duels, so you never know. I connect. Okay, well, lose one turn. It's the new cyber stuff. So I'm just not gonna let that happen. At all. I'm really not here for that. Fun fact, in the first free pack we got from the celebration thing, we actually got backup. Yeah, I had to dismantle it, of course, because not allowed to use selection and secret packs, but I did pull backup. Of course I did. Similar to the free Malice packs where we got the URs, that's great. No, that's fine. What synchro would they have? Oh, the dragon. This Edignista. I always forget about the dragon. That is actually a pretty good card. It's just so weird to have a synchro Edignista monster, considering it's like all Cyber's Link stuff. Yeah, Decode Talker. At least its effect don't get negated, I guess. Yeah, let's not... No. Debunk wouldn't really do anything, I think, because it also summons itself when it gets banished. Which would be awkward. Obviously, lose one turn against Lynx is not amazing. We are going to debunk that. It's not amazing because I cannot put them to defense, so they can still attack me, but whatever they summon, if they attack Juggler, it gets destroyed. So. I'm not reading that. If it has an effect on banish, so be it. Yeah, there's a gravity effect that should still work. One. Okay. I was worried for a second. Well. Hi. Unfortunately, we do not have anything banished. So... I mean, the effect would be negated anyway. So, yeah. Okay, backup doesn't seem to have an effect on the field. That's good. Okay. Another backup. That's probably a pretty good top deck, but can they do something with that is the question. Okay. Wait, what? Then discard one card. Okay, wait. Or graveyard. You contribute one Ignis monster. Okay. Special summon banish it when this card effect is activated. So one set. Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool. I'll keep that, I guess. But this is just... Okay, battle and card effect. That's fine. It's only if this points to a monster, right? Yes. That's fine. Let's just get rid of it. I kind of forgot how the Code Talker stuff works, so I kind of didn't do it, but should have Raigeki'd first. Actually, no, that wouldn't have worked because obviously Super Agent was already in that column. That is actually very funny. They have about 100 turns to top deck something. So yeah. I'm not too confident for now. Signet mining, okay. I mean, we still have lose one turn. And we do have a Book of Moon. And that's another backup. Okay. What would they draw and then discard to summon? I mean... Discard a summon from the hand to reveal as material for that. But... Wait. Huh? What can you do with microcode? Oh! Okay. Yeah, they couldn't... Okay. I was confused because why would you use microcoda if you have to discard it? And then obviously the if it's discarded effect only works if you link summon with it from hand. Anyway, we won our first duel this episode against the newish cyber. Well, the backup stuff is new, but I don't know how much of the new stuff is in that. But that means we can open our first pack this episode. And it was an actual duel because I lost like 3 that are technically easy, but let's not talk about that. Since it's not in the video anyway, this is the first duel I played today, and I won, of course. So let's open the pack. And here we have it, our first master pack of this episode. I'm honestly glad I put lose one turn back in the deck. I know people don't like Plat. Oh, that is a very good card. I know people don't like floodgates for the most part, but of course, given the power level of decks that are Masochist decks, it's sealed only master packs for the most part, and you gotta, if you have them, you gotta use them. And lose one turn is not one of the strongest, let's be honest, because it also floodgates you quite a bit. But triggering one red ice black dragon. That gains 300 attack for each dragon monster in your graveyard. Can you imagine, and this is a Yugi Boomer thing again, one of the first structure decks had this as a boss monster. It's nuts. Neo's Wise Man. Okay. 3 new cards so far. One-time passcode is very, very nice, though. Yeah, what's the super rare? I'm in love. I wish it was red, because this one doesn't do anything. The only thing this would do for us is to draw the card because we have Shari. But, we have field spells, and this works with any field spell. Like the cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects and attack gain stuff. But this is also the only Xyz we have, so it's not really useful, unfortunately. Big Suship fan. I wish they had more support, like a Link 1 submarine. I don't know. Something hilarious. And yeah, I mean, one-time passcode is just good. It's literally just a free monster. Well, it's a free summon in addition to your normal summon and other special summons. And it's 2000 attack and defense, so yeah, pretty good pickup. The rest, not so much. So let's get into the next duel. Alright, going by the deck, and the name, and the mate, and the field, this might be a bot. We cannot be entirely sure though. You'll find out pretty much like now or something. Alright, this was indeed a bot, and this is probably the first time a bot has summoned Malice Crypta on me, and actually banished it from the graveyard, which was a little scary for a second, but they didn't activate the effect when Crypta is banished, so nothing happened, and if it did, I could have summoned Eschatos anyway. Still, this was a bot, so we are going back to one bot pack, and go straight to the next duel. Another Woolly duel, which means this is most likely a bot. So it's just over 40 and there's no extra deck at all. That is strange. Alright. As expected, of course, going by the name alone, this is a bot. So we actually go up to 2 bot packs already. That was quick. Next duel. We are made to go first, which I'm not a huge fan of, but we can do this. Get long one. No, I mean, I'm obviously a fan of going first, but first of all, not with his hand, and if your opponent chooses for you to go first, that's usually not a good sign. Obviously, usually we want to go first. Then we make that guy. Burn them for 1200. Set tribute and end our turn. And then, with some luck, we can burn them for another 24. Maybe. Yep. Send it over, you can discard one card. That's fine. I want to try to banish something that they have, like they can use in the graveyard, which of course they currently don't. Or something continuous. Nope, that's fine. Yeah, like this. That's not happening, friend. We have a failsafe with Torrential, but... Okay, Sieger... Sieger? I don't know, how would you... Yeah, let's get rid of that as well. No, I'm not going to Torrential this guy. Bye. I'm not sure because Cyber Dragons obviously use German names as well. Like Fear and Nexter and stuff like that. So I'm not entirely sure if it's Sieger or Sieger because of siege, you know. Oh no, it's another Clockwork Knight. That's fine. Does this do anything if I get rid of it? If you know someone, something, but no. Okay. Well, Smashing Ground. And yeah, let's just summon you. What? Okay. I mean, that's fine by me. Now they cannot activate another card because I can just, even if they have an imperm to negate Sovereign, I can still banish that card and do the damage. Yeah. Damn. That was brutal. No, I don't want Torrential. I don't think... maybe there was... I think there was one duel where Sinister Sovereign did that much. But that was crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were not that experienced with Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe not even with the Cyber Dragon decks, because they obviously just kept playing into it, and they had Trap Hole in the deck. So, you know. But win is a win. And because I forgot to mention it again, and I don't know if it's in the last bot duel, but we are in Plat right now. So the opponents we face are a little bit of a weird mixture where people are stuck in Plat 5 because they are bad enough that they can progress with the deck, but sometimes, like, I mean, I'm in Platinum, so you know, every deck can get to Platinum because you don't lose rank when you lose. But obviously in Plat 5, it's a little strange. Yeah, let's open the second pack. And here we are with the second pack this episode, excluding the bot packs, of course, because we are not opening those yet. It wasn't glowing, but there's a Super Ran here, and a insanely cute Fluffle card. It's a little mouse with wings that has a donut in hand. I love these cards. I wish I could play more of them. Primal Dragon the Primordial, isn't that decent? You can mention Dragon Monster from a graveyard. This card gains attack. If this card is tribute, you can target one monster you can... Okay, oh no, it's not. I thought it was one of those that we can just special summon. Spellbook. Another Mermail. Bisselled. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one from your hand. Okay. Okay. So if we discard this as well, that's good. And it's a level 3. That's pretty good. A Spellbook of Power. We're getting spellbooks every now and then. It's quite... Oh, it's in UR. Oh! Okay. Albion. We don't have Fallen of Albas. Actually, we have the the dragon that... Which name... Which... Ugh, I can't talk. The dragon whose name becomes Albas, the Fallen of Albas when it's in the graveyard. You know, the other, the non... The effect dragon, whatever. The thing is, with this, it doesn't do anything for us. Because... What are we gonna do, right? The effect is basically just to summon this and then summon another monster by banishing the cards. Like, so you can fuse two cards with, like, two cards with the same material. Or similar material. But that doesn't do anything for us. And we don't have any branded spell and traps that we want to set from our deck. But if this comes up at some point, this is a UR we definitely want in the deck. So maybe in like 5 years or something, we can make a branded deck. It's a useless pickup for now, but it might be a decent-ish pickup in the future. Mermail Abyssal, however, is probably pretty decent for the water stuff. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to make this a too long episode because I don't have that much time, but I will try to get 1 or 2 more packs. Going by the pace right now, that should still take quite a bit. Depending on how long the next one takes, I'll decide then if I do another one. But for now, I'll see you in the next duel. That's a handle, right? I mean, we have access to Curse Seal if we need to. Unfortunately, it's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. What is this? Should I just surrender to just save me, like, 20 minutes of my life? Maybe. Oh, man. Goddamn lava golem. Are you fucking kidding me, my guy? Oh, why? And then I have a hand that can't really do much against this guy. I don't like this. Do something. I can't even summon Eschatos because of Necrobat. I hate it here. What? Okay, I mean, sure, fine, I don't care. Literally the only purpose of summoning Catarus was to get rid of the Manic and Maneater using Divine Wrath, so... Or the effect, of course, if they target it. But I guess, I mean, that's fine by me. Oh, okay. Let's just get Lapis out of here. How about we don't do that? I think we should. Let's make Dante. You know, knowing the deck, I'm not going to let this through. I don't care. The less they draw, the better. Well, isn't that lovely? It's not a 3, otherwise I could have made Goblin Bike a Gabonga, but that's fine. Oh, that's also fine. Damage, damage, damage. Not enough yet, but we do have Sleeper effect. They activate a normal spell or trap card. We can use Sleeper. So stop that from happening as well. Man, I do not like these decks. Yeah. No. I wonder, because this is probably not piloted by a real player. It's just a different kind of bot deck. Yeah, okay. Maybe it is. I don't know. Actually, the thing is, sometimes if you do an interaction like this where you change their effect, they get stuck. Okay, this was piloted by a player because otherwise they wouldn't surrender. I do not like these people. I'll just say it right now. If you play decks like this to annoy others playing the game, shame on you. However, this time we won. So we'll open a pack. And here we are in the pack. And it's another yellow pack, which we get a lot of these recently. Like from the singular packs. It's interesting, you know. It's a lot of, well, there might not be a SR in here anyway. Valence card. Rain. Oh, nope, there's Malicious. Wait, that's the second Malicious. That's pretty cool. Valmonica, Rage of Kaioshin. If Umi is on the field, target monster your opponent controls up to the number of water monsters you control is level 5 or higher. Destroy. Okay, we cannot use that. The Empowering Dragon. If it's Pendulum Summit, you okay. Hara Metal Foes Fusion. Nope. And Galactic Spell. When this card is in your hand, you control 2 dragon monsters. You can special summon this kind of defense from punishment. Yada yada yada. During your main phase, you can make all monsters you currently control level 8. I mean, I don't think we have any rank 8s that are good. We have like Leo, like the gimmick puppet, the OG. And that's pretty much it. We do have light and dark stuff. I don't know how many light and dark dragons we have. So, no, that's not useful. Getting a second malicious is interesting. We don't really have many ways to get one of them into the graveyard except discarding them by stuff like Exoraptor. So I don't think I would put them in the deck right now, but if we can find a way to use this, especially since it's level 6 and we do have rank 6 cards that are not too bad. Though, do we have High King Caesar? I'm actually not sure. I just know that I'm pretty sure we have some rank 6s that are more specific in their cost, in the material. Anyway, having 2 is still amazing, even if we can't use them right now. Yeah, so this didn't take too long, so I'll try to get one more. See you in the next duel. What are the chances that this is Dark Magic? What the hell? A 60 card deck. The name is Yugi. What could that be? Let's actually set Snow. Sleeper. That's not Snow. Snow would be interesting. Wait, what? When upon... Yeah, no, that... I don't want to have that on the field. So it's Glad Beasts. And I'm not too happy with this stadium. And I don't know how many of them they use. If they have just one, this was obviously not great. But this is also something they can search Glad Beasts with, so... Don't really want those. And it has like 3 effects. So just get rid of it. And we're fine. Ooh, okay. Not bad. Cannot use Exoraptor without getting rid of Super Agent, which I don't want to. There seems to be some connection issues on their side. Okay. Let's activate that. All monster, because I assume there's a lot of more monsters in there than Spinal Traps. Being Glad Beast and all. And I hit. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm living in Crazy Town. What do you mean? You know what? Whatever. Oh, I can discard only noise. Wait, what? Oh no, I have to discard one other card. Okay. That's not good. Oh, come on, man. Let me use the effect. I mean, that's good for me because of the imperm doesn't affect me at all. Oh no, I cannot special summon the card I can normal summon. How sad. Yes, okay. Negates for days. I know they have the... Is it a search card? Yes. Which, not great. But we do have Sleeper, which we can use, technically. So, not the worst either. we can stop them from getting to a Glad Beast, I think we'll be fine. Which is also why I normally summon the Exoraptor instead of waiting for another turn to draw a card. Yeah. No. I would try to negate that. Again. Well, it's not a negate. It's, you know, it changes the effect. Which... Another Imperm! Wait, why? That doesn't do it. You have to now banish a card that you didn't need to banish before. Nibiru? Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. Nibiru is probably the card they cannot use at all right now, so... Yeah, now they're getting to a Glad Beast, which is bad. Very bad, actually. They are... what? They must have another card, like one of the equip cards in hand? Or not, I guess? I mean, depending on what we draw, we cannot get rid of that card, so... That's a little concerning. Oh yeah, that's not good. Well, we can technically stop them from fusing, which the Glad Beasts do, using Warning Point, and negate the effect when they attack with a Glad Beast that actually has an effect. One-Eyed Bearfree. Ah. Okay. Did the connection failed? Well, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I think if we lived like 1-2 more turns, so let me just play this out for you, okay? Just so, because I feel like I need to justify me opening a pack for some reason, even though that's my series. I can do whatever the hell I want. If I want to open it by a structure deck, I could. I won't. That's insane. So if they summoned any Glad Base that had an effect, I would Warning Point them. They couldn't fuse if they had like some fusion stuff in hand. They couldn't link summon nothing. They would attack, and then I had at least one more turn to draw a flag, Eschatos, or something else that could deal with the cards in hand. And the Glad Beasts that do have effects usually don't have that high of attack or defense. So I could have maybe hold them off for even longer than that. So yeah, let's just open a pack, I guess. Alright, this might not be the most exciting episode, especially since I released this on a Sunday. And not the longest one, but again, I kind of fumbled the timing a little bit. So this is going to be the final 2 packs. Unless I can record some tomorrow. But I don't know. If I do, that would come after me saying bye, I guess. But then I would cut that. Anyway, I'll open the legacy packs now. There might be some additional stuff after that. Probably not, though. But we'll open the legacy packs first. I don't know why I'm even saying this. If I don't do it, I don't do it. If I do it, I do it. That is insane. That is insane. You cannot understand how insane this is. We are going with like a level 3 strategy right now. Well, not really. We're barely summoning any 3s. This is one of the best rank 3s we could get. And it's from its legacy pack only. That is insanely good. This is an Omni... I always say Omni Negate. This is a Monster Negate. Rank 3. 2500 defense. It's just good. It's generic. It's an insect with a generic material cost of 3. You don't understand how much I love this card. Well, as someone who actually plays Goblin Biker and Punk and stuff, I have this card obviously used before. And this is so good for us. After Abyss Dweller got banned, we had no, like, turn 1 rank Xyz monster we could just get into and be like, okay, you know, this sits on the field and does something. Cicada King is huge. Huge. One of the best, if not the best card we could have gotten from the packs. Also, we got a 3rd Marauding Captain. And a Crying Child. Great. Yeah, at first I thought it looked like a Teletubby. Wait, is this... Wait, we got an SR and a U... This is actually kind of interesting effect. We're not going to use it though. Yeah, I mean... what can I say? This is insane. Cicada King, no matter what the Master Pack has to offer, this is an amazing pickup for us. And here's our final Master Pack for this episode, probably. Let's open it up. See what's in here. Can't really get much better than it already did. An Insecto card. Oh, we got it. Okay, that... Really? Another Melfi, another Gitala, Top Share again, and EMR. Tribute Machine. Okay. Yeah, this pack... Whatever. Doesn't matter. I mean, the Insecto Hopper is actually not bad, because we do... keep collecting Insecto cards. We have, I think, 2 or 3 Insecto equips. I don't know, maybe at some point, but our rank 3 thread is taking form for some reason. I don't know how that happened. We pulled 2 incredible rank 3s in a relatively short period of time. Then we pulled Exoraptor, which is amazing rank 3 support. I don't know. This might just go into a Xyz rank 3 strategy. And I'm all here for it. I love rank 3s. There's so many good ones. I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't mind more Goblin Bikers. Like, I would take Crazy Beast. I would put Destiny Hero in the deck, like here, Malicious, to make Crazy Beast. So yeah. That's it for today, probably. So I'll say it, you know, I hope you have a nice day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, early afternoon, late afternoon, I don't know. Because, you know, I'm like, my mood is up after getting Cicada King. Awesome card. Damn. You know, I was like, if you have a lot of episodes where it's like, the duels are kind of ass, you sit there for 3 hours and you get nothing done. The cards you do get are kind of trash, nothing you can use. It kind of gets you down a little, right? But then you have like times like these where you get Gabonga, even though we haven't used them at all now. And now we got Cicada King, we got other rank 3 support. It's just, you know, they keep coming. And I love it. That's why I love this series. That's why I love playing the game like this. Because you don't know what to expect. You have, you know, bad times for a while, and then you have like amazing sessions where it's just, you know, going so well. And you're just so happy to just pull stuff that even sometimes you normally wouldn't even use in most decks. But, you know, you can just use it, and it just improves your deck so much. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'll see you in the next one with hopefully more rank 3 support. Wouldn't that be amazing? And hopefully Cicada King can get us into even more packs. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.